Everyone wants superpowers, so writers use them as a way to explore familiar problems. And while we have a plethora of characters with powers, not all powers are written well. Today, we're going to look at characters with the power of telepathy. Background. Well-written superpowers add tension to a scene by impacting other characters. Superman's presence can make you feel completely safe.
How did you know you'd be bulletproof?
I didn't. I just knew that you weren't.
And Omni-Man's arrival will make you fearful. These powers are tools for the characters to express themselves. In both their worlds, people either hate them or love them, because their powers don't exist in a vacuum. They influence the world around them. Telepathy is the ability to read minds. Anya from Spy X Family and Shin from Sakamoto Days have the same ability. They also share a similar backstory, getting their telepathy from an experiment. Anya was a child test subject, while Shin accidentally drank an experimental solution as a child. Both characters have fears about their powers, but here's the first difference. Conditions of telepathy.
I saw what you were thinking. I'm Shin the Clairvoyant.
Shin will tell everyone who listens about his powers.
Oh right, he reads minds.
Most characters, like the Sakamotos, automatically accept him. You can read our minds? Cool. There's no tension or reservation for Shin using his powers. You can read our private thoughts? Cool. There is the scene where Mr. Sakamoto tells him not to use his powers on the missus. And then there's the catalyst that starts the last arc of the season, Shin's argument with Lou. Lou can't trust Shin. Lou thinks he's consistently reading her private thoughts. That makes her uncomfortable, so she lashes out at Shin. And Shin understands how his powers make others feel, so he leaves to give her space. Side note, why is this the only time we get any conflict with Shin's powers? Throughout the entire season, this is the only real conflict we get, and I don't like how it's resolved. I'll get to that in a minute. These two scenes are the only moments in which Shin's telepathy adds tension to the story. Mostly, his powers feel like a gimmick, rather than an addition to the story. Like in episode 1, when his boss decides to kill him, for a moment he forgot Shin had telepathy. Really? Shin's telepathy is played as slapstick, rather than anything else. How do you forget someone has powers? On the other hand, Anya keeps her telepathy a secret, a simple yet effective change that adds more tension to a scene. For example, take the scene when Anya saves a drowning boy. Anya is doing community service for the first time, as she fails every task. Her powers alert her to a drowning boy, so she runs and jumps into the pool to save the boy. The tension becomes, how will a child convince an adult to help without revealing their powers? How do you do that? Anya doesn't know how to ask for help. There's the fear of exposing her powers, not knowing how to convince Lloyd, and this is a time-sensitive problem. The boy is drowning in the pool right now, so she ran and jumped into the pool to save the boy. Besides showing her courage, these factors, her secret, her ability to convince, and the time-sensitive problem, all add tension to the scene. With Shin, there's no tension in the scenes afterwards. Lou felt guilty and bad about how she handled the situation, so when they meet up again, Lou and Shin quickly make up. The resolution doesn't feel earned. The only exposition that occurs between these two scenes is a brief history of Shin, which is written pretty well, but that still doesn't resolve the issue between Lou and Shin. Lou still feels uncomfortable with Shin reading her mind. The issue is not resolved. Just because we got an emotional history of Shin's character, that doesn't mean the issue is addressed. That doesn't go away. While Spy X Family has more examples of the mentioned tension. In the very first episode, Anya struggles to convince Lloyd to adopt her. There's tension in each scene when Anya uses her powers. For example, she can use her powers to cheat or quickly answer questions, but when she hears she might be sent back to the orphanage, she struggles to convince Lloyd. He's a spy in need of a pretend family, so he needs a child to play the part, and Anya just wants a family. So every time he thinks about returning her, it's tense, and she tries her hardest to convince him otherwise. Even though her powers gets her into trouble, they are still used as a way to connect with others. Like in the very first episode, Anya gets kidnapped because she uses her telepathy to mess around with Lloyd's spy equipment. After Lloyd saves her, she still sticks around. She can hear how caring he is to her, and Lloyd was reminded when he was a child, so he adopts her. There's a bond that forms thanks to her powers. It's how the characters use their powers, and the resolution of their actions that makes a well-written superpower. Aftermath. let's continue with well-written superpowers. Let's say you're on a plane, and it's suddenly plummeting to the ground. If Superman shows up, and it's not the evil versions of him, you would feel safe. But if Omni-Man showed up, you don't know if you'll make it out alive, because their powers don't exist in a vacuum. Superman is the symbol of peace, and Omni-Man is the symbol of tragedy. These characters live and interact with the world around them. Their actions shape the world around them. Even with characters with secret identities, like Spider-Man, he impacts the characters around him. Consistently, he lies about his whereabouts, why he's late, and his own powers. He separates the public image of Peter Parker from Spider-Man. He wants to keep his family safe, so he keeps a secret identity.
Post it! Bro, you ditched the antidote effort to win a contest.
And therefore, Peter Parker comes off as unreliable and weak. Because his powers don't exist in a vacuum, Shin's telepathy adds zero tension to a scene. The argument with Lou was the only real time Shin's telepathy came into play. Besides that, there's no added tension for his telepathy. His powers almost exist in a vacuum. When he tells other characters about his powers, there's no reaction to it.
Oh, right. He reads minds.
Really?
Hold on. You've known this man for so many years, and now you remember he has telepathy? Really? I mean, other characters don't even acknowledge what he said. Okay. They take what he said at face value and move on. There's no consequences for Shin admitting he has telepathy, and this makes his powers only exist in a vacuum. So, if Shin didn't have telepathy, there wouldn't be a huge difference in the story. Just less slapstick action comedy. The only time his telepathy helps him is when he fights. It helps him predict moves. And if he's really in trouble, Sakamoto will step in. And he always does that anyway. While Anya doesn't know how to use her powers effectively, like asking for help. She comes off a little weird because she can read minds. She knows how to solve problems, but doesn't know how to ask for help. So, she's a 4-year-old child with telepathy. On the other hand, if Anya didn't have telepathy, she'd just be an average child. The story wouldn't be the same. It's how she uses her powers that changes the world around her. Even if she comes off a little weird or difficult to understand, Lloyd still adopts her. Her powers gave her the ability to connect with others. This makes the character feel like they belong in their world. Conclusion. Every character, if written well, has a purpose. And from the first moment, Shin's purpose is to be more of comic relief type in a scene. Take the scene when he's first introduced. Shin, all serious, introduces himself as a telepath. Sakamoto's first thought is about killing him. This serious moment is played comedically. In conclusion, I'm just nitpicking. See y'all later.